What's going on, guys? I'm Jake, the offensive gamer, and this is Alien Isolation. This game has been very hyped up for the past 6 months or so as, being the next Outlast or something like that. I know it was published by Sega, I believe, and, they don't exactly have the best of track records as of late. This game, I know, has gotten reviews of, 9s from certain places and then like 5s from IGN. So I'm not really sure exactly what to go into the game thinking. I've played the first, I think, 5-10 minutes or so, and I will say that it definitely looks great. I'll give it that much. I don't know how scary it is, but I think we'll find out very soon. So let's go and just get it started.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietary material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Okay, and so here's the game. just so you guys know, I'm currently playing on the PC. I do happen to be using controller support right now, just because I feel like it. I run better with a gamepad than I do, or I play games better with a gamepad than I do with a keyboard and mouse. So yeah, this is pretty much just how, you know, awesome the game is. I gotta say something, though, regarding the performance, and I'm really surprised, by the way, is the fact that it looks as great as it does, and really this room doesn't show it so much just because it's, you know, just white and you know, marble and just all, not really, it doesn't really showcase how great the game can look. But consistent 60 frames per second is currently on Ultra, which I'm really surprised by, because, you know, its Ultra really shouldn't, you know, my rig shouldn't be able to run this 60 frames per second on Ultra. I don't see how that's possible. My rig isn't bad, but, you know, I have like an i5 CPU, GTX 760, like they're like performance per dollar type components, but the fact that it's able to run as well as it does, just honestly it's amazing to me, and I think it's a really well optimized game, you know, and that's really nice and refreshing to see, you know, from a developer when it comes to the PC. It's not something you come across very often. Also, this music, it really feels kind of, you know, 70s, early 80s type of score, you know, and I don't know if that's really what they were aiming for. I imagine it was, but no matter what, you know, I like it. It kind of puts you in the mood for what the game is. So now, as I said, I played the first 5 or 10 minutes of the game just to see how it works and get everything running well. I'm currently recording at 60 frames per second. I didn't know it would have this problem, but you may have noticed a slight choppiness in the cutscene. And that was me recording at 30 frames per second. Right now, running smooth as hell at 60. It just means, you know, bigger file sizes, which is, you know, it's a issue on my end. It's no big deal. Alright, so just missed you. Verlaine, Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The Megacorp undercut him, picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies, and I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol station. What a shithole. Still, I hear Wayland Yutani pay well. Good luck to you if you can't beat them, right? Let's catch up when you get back, Blaine. Now, I don't know very much about the game. I actually made a concerted effort to not really look at very much of the game, because I really wanted to be surprised and enjoy my experience going through this title. I'm going to leave the shower on because I'm a rebel. And from what it seems, it looks like I'm playing as the daughter of Ripley. You know, she's Ripley as well, but the daughter of the main character, you know, Sigourney Weaver, the protagonist from the Alien game, or movies. Well, I keep on saying this one thing, but something else that should probably be understood is that I actually never watched any of the Alien movies. Just, I don't know, never really got around to it. I pride myself on my, you know, knowledge of 80s and, you know, movies of that time frame. And I know, you know, this is 70s and 80s as well, I believe. I think that the sequels, or at least one of the sequels, came out in the 80s. This one I'm pretty sure came out in the original came out in the late 70s. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, my point is that I just never got around to, you know, looking into these films. But, you know, I'm well versed in the majority of the stuff. And I've seen a lot of the highlights, like the alien kind of coming out of the guy's stomach in the original. I heard that the actual movie itself is supposed to be like an allegory for rape or something like that, which is really weird, but it makes sense. You know, like the penis heads and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of like phallic sort of references, which, you know, all makes sense. What's up?
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrance facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
That's right. Go check on her. So, relatively slow beginning to the game. This title was like $50 on Steam, so I'm imagining it's going to be longer than the average, first-person horror title. You know, this is a big-budget, game. It was published by Sega, which, I mean, they're not really a big player in the game market these days, but the point still remains that, it's not an independent title like Outlast or Amnesia are, and it's a lot more expensive than those games. So I imagine that this is going to be a lot longer. Plus, there's two DLC titles that I will be doing. I don't know how long they are, to be honest, but I imagine they're probably Outlast Whistleblower length, maybe a little bit shorter. I don't know.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good, and I very much doubt it's
up, lady?
the morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
So, back to what I made reference to about not seeing the...
All personnel to the bridge, approaching Sevastopol station.
Cool.
Looks like we're up.
But the reason why I mentioned why I haven't seen any of the films is because I might make references to certain things that, somebody who's seen the films might be like, that's not true, or you got that one wrong, or something like that. I'm going into this completely blind, so, yeah, just take that as you will. I think there's a terminal here. Okay, for some reason I'm having a hard time reading today. It's really weird, but I'm getting ahead of myself quite often, so my apologies if I start reading like a 7-year-old. If it persists, I'm just going to stop it altogether. For some reason I have good days and bad days when it comes to reading aloud. Don't ask me why, but that's just how it is. Alright, hey Taylor, I got your case request. It may take me a while to dig out the files, and the incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel, the USCSS Nostromo, went missing. No trace was found of its cargo or crew apart from a new science officer. The rest of the crew had worked together before, 7 in all: Dallas, Ash, Kane, Ripley, Lambert, Parker, and Brett. I'm assuming these are all crew members from the original film. Obviously, I recognize Ripley. Weyland-Yutani lost a lot of money from it. It's a bit of a black mark in the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try and find the files later, clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you go through them. Maybe some of your luck will rub off on me. I hear upstairs have an eye on you for something big. Saul. Outbound returns, blah blah blah. This seems like more of a report and not really something that needs to be read. Read aloud, I should say. Alright. Enough of this backstory shit. I want to get to running away from aliens and shitting my pants.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
Looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland.
Utani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This Wits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you. Depressurizing. Fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor. Just keep moving!
Taylor, Ripley, hold on!
Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody! Okay.
Well, that didn't go so well. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're getting very close to where I left off last time. Alright, so I need to take off the suit. Alright, am I still wearing clothes? I am. Damn it. This is where the game really starts to shine in terms of its graphical fidelity. Use registration points to manually save your progress. Right. Gotcha. Save the game, bitch. Alright, I like these save points. Like, the game is really trying to maintain its whole, like, 70s sort of feeling to it. And I... You know, the limited time that I've played in the game, it's actually done it very well. Look at these lighting effects. Okay, they're non-existent now.
Oh.
I know I can't stop creaming over the fucking graphics. But just, they look great. There's a flare around here somewhere. Uh-oh. That's not good. Just pointing out the obvious. That's what I do. Fucking... Where do I go? Oh, yeah, that's right. Now I remember. How do I crouch? There we go. But as I was saying, like, I think that the game was just optimized incredibly well by the developers of it for PC, because, you know, it's almost like it's in a positively affected, like it's going above and beyond for my hardware, which is something I haven't really seen in the game before. Okay, let's see what's on this terminal. Folder corrupted. Okay, so decommission. So boys and girls, you've probably heard the whispers about Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Or is it Sevastopol? Sevastopol is being decommissioned. I will go over with each of you what this means in regards to your contracts and next placement, but for now we still have a job to do. The suits want this done with the skeleton crew, which means we'll only be getting a few outside contractors to help. But it does mean overtime, sorry. I apologize. I recommend taking what you can while it's available. I should point out that the decommission does not mean lucky dip. Everything here has to be accounted for, and I will personally escort anyone found helping themselves to equipment to Marshal Waits from the Chief. I really am sorry for reading like a fucking retard. It's just how it is right now. I wonder what's going to happen next. Oh no! And I lost health. What kind of shit is that? I'm always against a game making you lose health when, you know, it's like an unavoidable action. Alright, so now I gotta access the flare. Showcase more of them lighting effects. I'm gonna make this part, a little bit longer than the others, probably about 30 or so minutes, just to give you guys a good look at how this game is. That's where you lower the thing and stuff. And then I think there were some items over here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Give me all that. I want it all. Give me that too. Okay. Thank you. Are you coughing, lady? Is it the flare? Is the flare making you cough? Maybe you shouldn't have it so close to your face then. Oh, right. I have to climb. Ugh. Forcing me to do things? What kind of game is this? I have to take action? I'm used to, like, walking simulators, like Dear Esther. Oh, shit. He just bashed Dear Esther.
Hello? Anyone here?
I don't want to activate this thing. I don't need to. I could see just fine. I see what you're doing, game. You're wanting to lull me into a sense of security to where I'll just turn on these flares whenever the fuck I want to. I'm talking. Turn on one of these flares whenever I want to, and then, you know, just the 5th or 6th time I decide to, oh, all of a sudden an alien pops up and decides to fucking, you know, shove its penis tongue inside my, you know, throat, ass, face. Anyway. Tap, 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 tap. This is more than 10 minutes. I played more than 10 minutes. I kind of undersold how much I've played so far. Okay. I don't want to save just yet. I want to access this terminal. Okay, so Langley, if you're looking for our stash, I've moved it. You left it right out in the open where anyone could have taken it. Jesus, do you know what I have done to get it? I've done it, or I've hidden it in one of the storerooms. You should be able to find it. The code is 0340, and it kind of changes the color just so you understand that this is a code that you need to use, because we're stupid. Don't worry, no one goes down to the terminal anymore, not after what happened. Also, we're out of meds and low on water, so you're going to need to get some. It's your turn. Maybe it'll teach you to take care of our stuff in the future. Hannah. Public notice, the decommissioning of the Sevastopol station. I think I've already read this. No, I have not. We've had a long journey together, but sadly it's coming to an end. Seegson Corporation would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who worked and lived at Sevastopol, whatever the fuck, over the years, in hopes that Seegson has helped to make it a productive and rewarding environment. Our investment and belief in the station has never wavered. Be assured that Seegson's Apollo Central AI and Working Joe androids will be there to serve Sevastopol until the last rivet is removed. We wish you all the very best for the future. After all, Sevastopol isn't just a station, it's people. What kind of fucking... Is that a company line? What the hell was that? Alright, Harris, Turner, get back here now. We have a track somewhere in engineering. Lock the terminal down, kill the power, and don't forget your reports. Make them thorough. We're going to need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit is over. Waits out. Restore power to departures. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Boop. I'm done. Thank you. There was a thing. There was a thing here that I needed to do that I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, the maps. I can update my map that way, and so now I can see more things and stuff. I don't have oh, do I? Can't access that. Never mind. Okay, so gotta go downstairs. Gotta enter in the code of 0340. I believe is what it was. I am glad that this game isn't taking notes right now, which kind of helps with the immersion in a way, because it makes you remember, unless I'm completely wrong. Does this take notes? Yeah, it does. But these are different. Huh. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I thought that would have been kind of cool, like, to where you couldn't take notes, so you had to remember shit. Like passcodes. So, I think it was 0340? Okay. I was afraid that my, I have 0 locked in at something for my recording, and I pressed 0 right there, so I'm a little concerned that I may have accidentally just stopped recording. I'm not sure. It says it's still red, but it kind of fluctuated for a second, so I might be talking to no one right now. Who am I kidding? I'm talking to no one regardless. Nobody's watching this shit. Alright, okay, so I found a blueprint. Access that shit. If please. Thank you. Okay, so I have Compound B, an SCJ injector, and a bonding agent, and using all that stuff together will create a medkit. Yoo-hoo! Alright, so now, what did I just do? Okay, what was it? So yeah, now I have a medkit. I don't think I'm going to use it quite yet. And, this marks... Oh, shit, I thought someone was about to pop up at me. And this marks, where I last left off. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. And I will be going into the next part blind. So if you want to see that, be sure to tune in for the next video. And, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. I just bumped the microphone. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Oh, fucking shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck!